I want to do a video on this. This is crazy. Really, seriously, how people perceive things. Let's go, though.
It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Many of you brothers have showed me this particular article, and I did not want to watch the video. I know that there's a video footage of this out, and it stems from a bodega. Now, a bodega is something like a corner store, from what I understand. It is really unique to the East Coast, I believe, like Philadelphia, New York City. And a young woman and a man who owned or worked at this bodega got into an argument. Now, this probably is in a lower income community, so arguments can occur from many things. But one of the things that are common is somebody stealing something or not having enough money to pay for something. That's typically what it is. Like, remember Menace Society, you had this chick saying, hurry up and buy. So stuff like that. But anyways, the young woman wanted to buy a bag of chips and didn't have enough money to buy the bag of chips. She had her child with her. Now, instead of going to either get the money to buy a bag of chips, she did what is so common. Let me go get my boyfriend or get my brother, right? And this is very common. Women will typically use this, and a lot of black men are attack dogs for their women, because this is one of the ways that they can prove that they can provide.
So you really mean to tell me that you think it's a good idea to go behind the stand, the door, the employee door, basically, knock the guy down and grab him by the throat because somebody couldn't buy some chips? I mean, you always try to act like you weren't an animal, but now you're really definitely convincing people that you are an animal. And, I mean, honestly, to me, people always associate black men with this kind of criminalized view of people, basically, of criminals, basically. Like, they like to think of them as wild and animalistic and people that can't control themselves. And then look at what you do. You literally try to excuse the man and try to blame someone else. People who lack responsibility will never learn from their mistakes, and they'll make exactly this mistake over and over again. Those type of people with that type of mindset deserve to be locked up for life, in my opinion. But continue.
Even though you can't provide to pay for a bag of chips, you can provide instant violence. This is what some brothers can do. Instant D, doggy style, and booty clapping sounds, and then violence. So of course she calls the dude, the brother comes in there. The brother is Austin Simon. Rest his soul. He didn't know what he was going to do. So he basically grabbed the guy after they got into an argument. He went around the counter, attacked the store worker. Now the store worker is 51 years old, okay? So he's probably thinking that Mr. Jose Alba is just going to just sit there and get his ass whooped. Well, until Jose Alba took out a knife and put it into his chest. Once they got him to Harlem Hospital, he's dead. Okay? They arrested this guy. I'll leave it up to you if you feel that he's guilty or not. In my opinion, I don't think so, from what I've read.
How would he be guilty for a wild animal coming into the store, attacking you, and grabbing you by the neck because somebody they knew could not buy Ruffles chips in the store because they didn't have enough money. What kind of animal is that? That kind of animal doesn't deserve to be around with us free in the general public. They need to be put away, and it's great that they were put down this way because they don't deserve to be around regular society because they're a danger to society. He could have literally killed that man, and he could literally kill many other people with that type of mentality and mindset. Who's to think he hasn't killed someone yet and we just don't know about it? Like, that type of violent mentality warrants that he may have killed many people in the past and have the capability to kill many people in the future and present. He was a vehement, extreme danger to society. So, I mean, I don't understand why anyone would have any issue with what happened or think that anyone needed to be arrested in this situation. This was clearly self-defense. But continue.
He's well within his right. But for Mr. Simon, I feel terrible for his situation. Because a woman got him killed over a bag.
Not at all. His violent behavior got him killed. When you guys don't have any responsibility, this is why you guys all end up locked up in prison over and over and over again. Because you don't understand what you are basically causing, what you are actually doing. You know, you don't understand your own actions. You don't understand you are responsible for your actions, and only you are responsible for your actions. No one else. You guys always are blaming somebody for why you're in prison. And then you wonder why you keep going in and out of prison like it's a revolving door. You know, it shouldn't be a revolving door. That's the law's fault. They should keep you in prison for life with that type of mentality. For real. Continue.
Of chips. To the point that if any of us knew him or her, if I was there at the store that day, I'd be like, look, here's the money for the chips. It's cool. Like, just let them go. Go get you like 5 or 6 bags. It's not worth it. But see, this is when you're not an idiot, okay? This is like when you're not working, when you're not dealing with the lower class of what you're dealing with in certain parts of America. This makes sense. But for some people, it doesn't make sense. So if you're...
It's not about money. It's not. There are plenty of law-abiding citizens who have very little money. So that's not what it is. That person was a very violent, dangerous individual. And, you know, to me, in my opinion, I don't think anything went wrong in that situation. I don't think he deserves any sympathy. Because why should we have sympathy on him when he was the one committing violence against an innocent man who didn't do anyone harm, didn't do anything wrong to anyone in the first place? But continue.
Woman cared about you, she would not put you in a bad situation. This is what Mr. David Carey used to always say. Quasi 100, shout out to him. If a woman loves you, she won't let you make a fool out of yourself. But when you have a woman who doesn't care about you, she will use you for violence. And then the only person that...
I've never felt so close to the possibility of disclosure. The Nephilim.
that loses is you. And now that you're dead, all she gonna do is go to the next guy. And see, this is what...
But you don't really pay attention. You think really that criminal, because the woman involved was obviously a criminal too, she ended up stabbing him as well. So I mean, they're both criminals, they're both violent, they're both dangerous. But you mean to tell me you think that he would not have committed crime without her involved? Like, seriously, he had a long rap sheet of crime for a long time that he's committed. He's committed a lot of assault and a lot of drug charges and many other different crimes that that individual committed. So you mean to tell me she was there all those times? Or is it just that you need an excuse because you don't like addressing what the real problem is, and that there are men out there that are very violent and dangerous, and many of them fit the demographic of black men, for that matter. But I mean, like, I don't get it with you. Why do you pretend that color, race doesn't matter, like color doesn't matter, and that black people are all black? But it always seems like black people are all black when it comes to females, but when it comes to males, it doesn't really apply. Look at this situation. The person that he attacked was a black man, a light-skinned black man, but he was a black man, and you act like basically like his life didn't matter. He was being attacked by this man, and you still don't even care about this black man's life. It's almost like you have some kind of either relation to him phenotypically, or you just have a relation to him because he's a criminal. One or the other. But it implies that you are very pro-criminal, and because of that, you think that somehow he would have been okay just if this crime would not have transpired, when it would have been another thing that he would have done, and maybe he would have been successful. So thankfully he died, so he didn't have to commit another crime, because that's what the pattern seems like was common for him. Oh, oops. So that's all I have to say in this. I'll make another portion to this video because I accidentally exited out. But yeah, I just kind of feel like, you're not really caring about other people's lives. You're just caring about some criminal's life, and there's a reason why you relate to that criminal. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day, guys. Bye.